Okay, so this is going to be the Tempo Storm versus DeltaFOX series. Have Twitch chat open. If you guys haven't watched replays with me before, I'm not going to do any analysis or commentary on the games themselves. I'll answer generic questions in chat and, hang out with chat and whatnot. But anything pertaining to the team itself, I'm not really going to talk about because I think that's sort of a mockery to competitive integrity. In a way. I don't know why anyone would ever do that. Unless it's a very generic type of analysis or it's something that, doesn't have to do with the players or any sort of strategy. So we'll just have directed camera on. We're also going to talk about, one of the things that struck me as really weird is Voyboy, really, he tweeted, and then he also wrote in the Reddit thread that they should have won this game. So that's going to be one of the things that we're going to be looking at here in this game. Freeze played in the United series. Do you guys want this on or off? On or off? The items. We did hover Annie in the draft phase. Unfortunate that it wasn't streamed. Yeah, I'll just show the items the items and stuff every now and then. Cutie versus cutie. Well, Voyboy in this game actually last pick Yasuo. It's a pretty good matchup actually. So, Yeah, I saw the Scar released the video of us hovering Annie. I forgot who broke the chain, but they're lucky that I wasn't at the house. They would have gotten the whip. We were supposed to hover Annie before every pick. I don't know why Sam's on Heartseeker Varus. Maybe it's symbolic to him needing Cupid if he's ever gonna get a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's actually, that was really poor trade by Dyrus. I don't know why he would do that in this matchup. And especially on this color. This was actually really interesting by Cutie and Shifter there. The roam thing that was going on. Shifter got mad when we hovered Annie? Really? Just showing the CS scores. Vladimir with the suck. No, I can't cast the game. I think solo casting my own team's games would be really, really weird. Could maybe cast other teams' games, but I don't think that you're allowed to do that, so I'm not going to. I think that's a spot where people said that Scar should have flashied. in the Reddit thread. Soraka is banned in 1-4 games. That was actually a really close trade down in bottom. Will you ever see Quas Nasus in a game? I can't answer that. Besides Monkey, who's a good gangplank, I don't know any Korean gangplanks besides him. Check items. Take items off. Any good Z1 trick? There's that guy, but I really personally don't like him. Chaehyun Woo or whatever. Tobias is good at well. Alright. The best Annie is Cute Mao, followed by Red Panda. Cute Mao and Red Panda are the two best Annies in KR. Have I ever been to London? No, I have not. Also, it should be noted, by the way, that this draft was actually a little bit uncomfortable. I guess that's not really analysis, but yeah. Are they better than Anibot? Come on, you don't need to ask that. They're challenger in Korea. Yeah, Cute Mao doesn't play anymore. Sam speculates that he went to the army. Who's the best Fiora? Khan? Any Vlad one-trick pony? I believe Raphael used to be. Just gonna wait at 10 minutes and then I'm gonna reply to something. Taking away the blue here. Yasuo on his way. And they end up getting ahead from this. Or not ahead, but they end up catching back up from this. This I think was completely needless though. Like the way that everything unfolded, it didn't need to happen the way that it did. Selfie comes down to bottom. Pick off sheep. Again, this is pretty needless. Now, if we look at the CS counts, this is the weirdest thing in the world. A lot of the kills and the gold that they captured, I don't think it's not entirely done by them. Like it's not created by them. It's an opportunistic capture and punish, but it's mostly us being silly. But when you look at the CS deficits across all the roles, I don't think I don't think that that would suggest that you deserve to win. I don't know. Sam maxing Q or E? E. I don't want mockery to the competitive scene. What? Sheep took a break from League for like a year. There is the gold spread. Like, just the CS scores across the board. I don't know. Who is better, TF, gross score, or Apto? Yeah, that's the real question. Best driven world? Either, what is it, Sohan? Either Sohan or the Shy, I guess. Probably. I don't know. Does Tempo Storm have position coaches? No. They have me. They have me, they have an in-house coach, and then we currently just have one analyst. But it's not like an analyst in the traditional sense of the word. Oh, it's actually kind of cold in here. There is 3 imports in the team. There is Selfie, Sam, and Freeze. Don't ask me questions, please, about best champions. Like, who plays X best. Like, it's just waste of my time and yours. Is Selfie the EU mid? Yes. Quas an import? No. Revan is Samsung. He is from Korea. I do actually need a haircut. I do. This was the super force TP that we don't need to do. There's no reason for this teleport. There's absolutely no reason. They end up getting first blood turret because of it. This was the most disrespectful play I think that we've made in Challenger. Yeah, that was a really weird play. I mean, that's glaringly obvious, though, you know? I think that was an S+ play. Hi, Mr. Nuggets. That's not analyzing it, Mr. Nuggets. That's saying something that is glaringly obvious. Dade, I think, is 300 LP right now in Korea. He's either 300 or he's 200. How bad is DeltaFOX's macro? Honestly, like, I don't want to sound... I don't know. I genuinely respect some of these players. Like, you know, not just for, like, how they were in the past, but, like, even Cutie Pie is actually good for a Western player. I think that there's a perception of him that he's, like, trolly and stuff, but honestly, the way that they move around the map is... The way they move around the map is way too solo queuey. It's genuinely just way too solo queuey. It's like fighting a super solo queue team, I guess. That's ultimately what it is. Yeah, Cutie's not bad like people making him out to be. I haven't watched all of DeltaFOX's games. I only watched this series, and I watched them versus E United. I didn't actually watch their stream games the other day. Show a scoreboard. Underrated player to look forward to who will stand out in the future. I think that regardless of what happens in NACS this split, I can't see, like, for instance, like Licorice on E United not getting picked up by a team that has a brain. If for some reason E United doesn't, well, you can't promote, right? You have to now apply, or I don't know all that stuff. I don't really bother with that. I just focus on trying to make sure that we win. But like regardless of whatever happens with the United, whatever they do, I can't imagine Licorice doesn't go somewhere. Trying to think like where would he probably fit in. I mean, he could there's a lot of teams that could actually use him, but I don't think that they would want to pick him up because it would mess up other team dynamic stuff. Licorice is just a poor man's Avalon. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Well, you guys asked me for like underrated players, not like noted. I don't think a lot of people credit Licorice for being as good as he is. So, I mean, in that sense, he's underrated. Even though I know who he is, and probably pro players know, I think that the public doesn't really know or appreciate. And I think that it's actually really important because he's an NA resident top laner. That's huge. Thoughts on Shifter support? I don't think Shifter should be support. I genuinely don't. I don't know. I mean, that's not for me to obviously give too much input on because I don't know. Like, no one here knows what is really discussed like by them or like why Shifter's on support. I think maybe one of the thought processes is that you can actually get away with playing APs like mages and support, and if he gets enough gold, he can just go like mage. And then he can still influence the game, like the Talia that he played against United. For instance, even in this game on Zyra, I mean, if he gets enough gold, if he gets enough items, he's basically just a secondary mage. There's other support champions that he could probably play, and maybe that goes into, you know, why is he down there? Maybe they acknowledge that, you know, him and Cutie is probably their strongest lane, and they're trying to make value out of that. I mean, I don't know, and no one in Twitch chat sure as fuck knows, like, why are they set up the way that they are, but looking at it from an analytical perspective, I could maybe actually understand why Shifter's on support. We sure don't. Scar said it was because Dyrus was the best top. Oop. I don't wanna move the camera. Scar said it was because Dyrus was the best top and he wasn't sure. Okay, I mean, that makes sense, you know? Forgiven, aka God-given. What was that cluster? You like it? I know you do. God-given is just a poor man's Altec. Yeah, I can see that. Why no Annie for Quas? I mean, you know, eventually it's coming. I promise you guys, Annie's gonna appear one of these days. In one of our games, Annie's coming. People are not gonna be prepared for the Dark Child, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is actually Super Solo Q. SSQ. Leaking strats on. Alright. Well. Yeah. So exciting! Yeah, you like that? Who's playing so disrespectful? Us? Yeah, selfie's super good. Imagine twin mannequin. Wait, what? I don't know forever ILS. I honestly don't know. Maybe not. At which point were DeltaFOX supposed to win this game? I don't know. I think the part where they all lost in CS by 20 to 30. Maybe that part. I mean, like, a lot of the stuff that we did was just so needless. It wasn't like it was self-created. You know, it's sort of like us losing it. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Cutie Pie's Draven. Hot damn. That was game number 1, boys and girls.